This was a case that we were watching and political people were very interested in. It had to do with the people who actually vote for the president in December, the people who make up what's known as the Electoral College. When you go to the polls in November, you're actually not voting for the actual candidates. You're voting for a slate of electors who meet in your state in mid-December and cast the actual vote for president. And the question before the Supreme Court was, when they meet in December, must they vote as the majority in their state did, or are they free agents? Can they vote for whomever they wish? And today, the Supreme Court, in a unanimous ruling, said, no, they're not free agents. They must vote according to the way the state apportions the votes. Now, in 48 of the states, all the electors vote for whoever won the popular vote in the state. In 2 other states, they follow the results of congressional district elections. But in all cases, the Supreme Court said the states can require them to vote according to the way the people did at the polls in their states. The challengers here had, I think, wanted to use this Supreme Court case to begin to undo the Electoral College, to sort of shift toward a more a popular vote, either a direct popular vote for president, or to have the electors follow the results of the nationwide results. So in any event, it's a unanimous ruling. It was an experiment that was interesting for a while. The only change that this makes is in the states of the 10th Circuit out west, because one of the people who was a faithless elector in the last presidential election was from Colorado, and he actually won. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeal said, yes, the electors can be chosen however the state wants, the parties in the state wants, but once they show up on Election Day to be presidential electors, they are federal agents at that point, and the states can't tell them what to do. Well, that's now been overturned. So that ends what could have been a big drama for this coming presidential election.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.